Radio on 104.5 KCZWLP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon. Here we are at Conroe Culture News from Lone Star Community Radio, downtown Conroe, right next to the Branding Iron and Conroe Coffee. As I'm looking at it right now, I can see a lot of things getting ready for the Friday Conroe Coffee Art Experience. It will be Friday at 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock. And that's free. So go by, get some ice cream, get some coffee, get a latte, and go hear about the new artist in town at the Conroe Coffee Art Experience. I am Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News here on this hour from noon till 1. And joining me today on this segment will be Megan Karauschkat, and she's the Director of Events for the Woodlands Area Chamber of Commerce. I have Hannah Polay, who's with Abercrombie, and she's going to talk about tabletop decorators with the Woodlands Chamber, and they are getting ready for their chairman's ball. And then we have Cathy Brown, who's with Incrementum Marketing, and she's going to tell us exactly what that means. And then last up will be Jon Karauschkat from Retirement Funding Solutions, going to talk to us about what reverse mortgages are and if you qualify and that kind of thing. What do they all have in common? They are all members of the Woodlands Area Chamber of Commerce. So it's Woodlands Chamber Day, I guess. So it's a good day for that. The weather's nice. It's a little warm, but it is in July 23rd, as a matter of fact. So things that are going on right now, both theaters are dark, both the Owen Theater and the Crichton Theater, meaning that they don't have anything going on this weekend, but that means they're getting ready for their next performances. And it takes a lot of time because they are all volunteers. So they just finished up Willy Wonka at the Crichton Theater with Stage Right. And they're going to have the premiere of The Wiz with the youth from the Crichton Theater Summer Camp. And of course, they're going to be easing down the Yellow Brick Road with the youth. And that's going to be available August 2nd through August 5th. So you can go on crichtontheater.org to find out about getting tickets for that. And August 4th and 5th will be a special performance of Driving Miss Daisy at the Owen Theater. This is going to be a fundraiser to help them with improvements in the lobby, new stage lights, and other things to enhance your theater experience. So this is a limited performances that will only be Saturday, 2 performances, and then a matinee on Sunday, August 5th. So hurry and get your tickets at owentheater.com. Do you know any law enforcement people in Montgomery County, whether they work for the county or they work in the constable's office or a school district or any of the things like that? Also on August 4th at Pacific Yard House, they will have a free pancake breakfast. And this is put on by City Conroe Councilman Dwayne Ham. That'll be from 9 to 11 Pacific Yard House. So put that date on the calendar, August 4th. And if you like the Beatles, I like the Beatles. So the Fab Five are a cover band for the Beatles, and they will be at Pacific Yard House on Saturday, July 28th. That's this Saturday. So that's a fun event. I think it's like $10 to get in, but they always put on a great performance. They're usually there about every 6 weeks or so. And they're also going to be playing at the September 1st Thursday concert at Heritage Park. So that will be the first Thursday after Labor Day. And that will be the last concert of the year, actually, in September for First Thursdays. And, of course, we always have market days at the same time as the First Thursday concert. And last month, we were a little disappointed because there was the Journey cover band, Escape. And right when they started to play is when we had the thunder and the lightning and the rain. And everybody went under the cover. But, alas, the band said, nope, not going to happen. So hopefully we won't have any more rain coming up, but you never know. So the next market day is going to be August 2nd. Again, that's the first Thursday of the month. And the market started at 4. Music starts at 6:30. Cody West will be on at 6:30 and John Cassidy at 8 p.m. Save the date for the next downtown Conroe scavenger hunt. That will be on Saturday, August 11th from noon till 1 p.m. And then after that, Heritage Park, there's a music festival going on by Inspire Productions. We will have free tickets at all the venues downtown if you want to go into that. But the Scavenger hunt will be from 10 till 1, and people will gather at Founders Plaza. That's the park over there by the Owen Theater. This is absolutely free. It's a lot of fun. We usually get about 200 people or more that they take their list and their teams of 2, and they try to find things in all the venues downtown. So look forward to that. You can find out more information on Experience Downtown Conroe Facebook page and stay up to date with everything that's going on in the downtown area. So this show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic, the place to go, 3303 West 105, Highway 105, across from Conroe High School, and it is just west of Taco Bell. So go by and see Dr. Rogers anytime, whether you're feeling in pain or not. She helps ladies, to deliver their babies easier by going and getting prenatal care. Of course, she sees young kids. She has kids' days once a month, hat days, Dr. Seuss days, heroes days, all kinds of things like that. So that's Roger Stein Chiropractic. Okay, so our first guests are going to be Megan and Hannah, and they're going to talk to us about the Woodlands Chamber Chairman's Ball. That is a mouthful, I'm just saying. Okay, so when is that, Megan?
So it's right around the corner. It's going to be on August 18th, so a little less than a month.
Are you excited?
I am so excited. This is an event that the planning is nonstop. Even though it's in August, I feel like as soon as we're done, that next Monday, we're already thinking about the theme for next year, coming up with a date, getting it all ready. It takes a lot of hard work, but it's totally worth it. And it's one of our signature events here at the Woodlands Chamber.
Isn't it so exciting after the events, though, too?
It is.
I got to say, having done many events, because you put so much into it and you really want it to be a great experience for anybody that goes. So you just put everything into it. And I know you're doing that with this one. It's going to be spectacular. So Hannah, tell us about what the theme is.
The theme is Star Wars, and it's the future and beyond, since it's the 40th anniversary of the Chamber this year. And it's the 40th. The Star Wars was introduced 40 years ago.
That's right.
It all ties in perfect. So we're excited about this. We had a lot of excitement on the committee and with everyone about our theme, because it's a fun theme to do, and it's relevant now since they're introducing so many more movies.
Star Wars. I remember seeing the very first Star Wars, and actually I was 19, so it was quite a while ago. And I remember seeing it like at a Cinemark. It wasn't Cinemark, but it was something like that, where it was all sense around kind of thing, and it was the newest innovative thing, and there were long lines outside to go see it. I mean, we didn't have internet then or anything. Sorry. So I remember it was pretty cool. We saw it with all the family. So that's a really good collaboration, being that it was 40 years ago that the original Star Wars came out in the summertime, and it's 40 years ago that the Woodlands Chamber was born, founded, whatever.
Yes, the Chamber and Star Wars are both turning 40.
Oh, that's exciting.
So it is. And the whole purpose about this ball is we really host this to celebrate our outgoing chairman. This year, we're honoring Frank Holmes of Sam Houston State University. Sam Houston is also our presenting underwriter. So at this event, it's a black tie gala. We expect over 650 people to come out. It's a 3-course meal. There's going to be a DJ, so entertainment.
It'll be
and
fun.
Dancing. It is.
So do you ladies have a costume?
No, I don't even have a dress yet.
I know these things we worry about.
Yes.
So, but it's important to either dress in costume or come in the right attire, like a formal gown or a black tie and that kind of thing. And when people come in there, they can expect to see the tabletops decorated.
Yes.
Right?
It's actually amazing to walk in and see all the tables decorated. It's something that you really don't see anywhere. So that's what sets us apart, is that we have the tabletop decorators, and it's fun with your team of who decorates, and also to market your business. So, because you don't sit at your table that you decorate, you sit at another tabletop decorator, another member of the chamber. So
let's go backwards a second. So anybody can do this as a chamber member. Correct? And they need to, do they have to decorate it in Star Wars theme?
We encourage,
because that's the theme. That's the thing.
Right.
Okay. So they have to be creative, and they put in their own branding into the Star Wars theme.
Correct. So you can use your logo, however you want to tie your business of what you do, you can put it however you can into the table. So we're an accounting firm, so it makes it a little bit harder. So we kind of try to use our logo somewhat and then put out business cards and our brochures and everything.
How often have you done this?
This will be our 3rd year doing it, and we thoroughly enjoy it.
What do you like about it?
Well, first of all, I like the teamwork of my committee at the office of girls. We all get together and, we brainstorm once we know the theme, and then we have our meetings to come up with stuff. And it's just fun. The day of is fun and exciting, and all the planning, it just makes it fun. It's teamwork to me.
So you go there that morning to the Marriott, and you have your scheduled time of when you're supposed to be there, or how does that work?
Yes, we have a meeting beforehand. So we give all of our tabletop decorators all the information they need. But basically, setup is that morning. So all of our decorators will be there on the 18th. They can arrive as early as 7:30 in the morning, and they get to work. We ask that they're done at 2 because another great element is that we also want to recognize all of their hard work, and there's a competition throughout the night. So people really get into these decorators.
Okay.
We have a People's Choice Award, best use of logo, best use of theme. So it's really competitive.
You still have the nonprofit one as well?
Yes, we have best nonprofit. We have, do it yourself. So that's what a lot of our chamber members do. But if you're not really so creative, that's not really your forte, you have the ability to hire a company to professionally decorate it for you. So anybody can participate in this, regardless if you're crafty or not. And so we also have an award for best professionally decorated table.
So there's people that can decorate with balloons and flowers and all kinds of things, but you can't have glitter, right?
No glitter.
No glitter. That gets the bad fingers.
And when we say decorated table, like I mentioned earlier, it's a black tie affair, but we don't just mean you get to pick out pretty chair covers and linens. These tabletop decorators go all out. They make extravagant centerpieces. Some have even brought in their own chairs. One year, the theme was Havana Nights. So we always have a different theme every year. And Market Street actually made giant pineapples, and each person got to sit in their own pineapple throne. So it's very, very creative.
Think outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, that's very exciting. Do you have pictures of some of these images that people could go and look at?
Oh, yes. The best place to look would be at the Woodlands Chamber Facebook page. So if you just get on our Facebook, type in the Woodlands Area Chamber of Commerce, go to our photos. We have photos from all the past chairman's balls. Themes have also ranged from Monopoly, which was a really fun one. We had a tabletop decorator come in and actually made a jail around their table, like the go to jail spot. We've also had Alice in Wonderland, rock and roll. So you can really get a lot of inspiration from those photos on our Facebook page.
Well, that's cool. Okay, we're going to take a quick break and come right back. I am Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News, and we'll hear more about the Woodlands Chairman's Ball with the Woodlands Chamber of Commerce when we get back. Thank you.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Statistics show that 1 out of every 6 Texans struggles with food insecurity and hunger. And many people don't eat enough fruits and vegetables every day. The Better Living for Texans program is here to help you learn how to make healthy menu choices, save money at the grocery store, prepare quick and delicious meals, get more good nutrition in your day, and get more physical activity. Classes are fun, friendly, interactive, and free, and taught in English and Spanish. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Okay, we're back. I'm Margie Taylor. This is Conroe Culture News at Lone Star Community Radio, FM 104.5, 106.1, or if you're on the internet, irlonestar.com from downtown Conroe. And we are here today talking about the Woodlands Chamber Chairman's Ball that is on August 18th from 6 to midnight, and it has a Star Wars theme that'll be very exciting. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to wear, but we're here with Hannah and Megan. It's like the Hannah and Megan show. So tell us some more about some of the sponsors, people that are decorating, something like that.
Yeah, so this event, it's also going to be at the Woodlands Waterway Marriott. So it will take place in the Woodlands. Our presenting underwriter is Sam Houston State University, but we also have a couple of different sponsors. They range for all different levels, and we still are taking sponsorships if you guys want to market your company, get the word out there. But we have MD Anderson Cancer Center, Waste Connection, CHI St. Luke's, U.S. Congressman Kevin Brady is also sponsoring. So we have a lot of great people involved that are coming to this event. And I don't think we've talked about it yet, but tickets, people that are interested in just coming and buying a ticket. If you want to buy a ticket, it's $150, and that covers the cost of your meal and everything that night, will follow into that night. But if you purchase a whole table of 10, you do get a discount. You get a discounted rate of $12.50 for that full table.
Nice. Okay. That's good. So how many people have bought tickets right now?
We are about 450 people.
Wow. So people need to get on it.
Yes, it's a popular event.
And how many tables do you have decorated right now? People signed up to do that.
We have about 40 tabletop decorators.
Oh, terrific. Terrific. So you still have open opportunities for a few additional people, and they need to be a member of the chamber, correct?
They do need to be a member of the chamber. And one of my favorite things about this is that it's completely free to decorate a table. So these businesses don't have to pay an entry fee. There's no fee to do so. It's whatever they want to spend on their decorations. They get to pick what they want to invest in their table for, sponsorship wise.
But everybody's looking at you, so you better do it right.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's my favorite thing, too. We have a cocktail reception, and people walk all around the ballroom looking at all the different tables because they get so creative, and everybody's so interested to see who has the best one, what they came up with, and you really get to see the creativity that night.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I got to get on it and see what I'm going to wear. So, Hannah, can you tell me some of the people that are decorating?
Well, I know Abercrombie & Associates is.
You're not going to tell us how you're decorating it, though.
Well, of course not. That's the biggest secret for every tabletop decorator. We're not going to give secrets away.
No, you don't.
We have Meals on Wheels, Montgomery County. We have Woodlands Pride, Interfaith of the Woodlands, Home Consignment Center. So quite a few. Methodist, Woodlands Hospital, Texas Children's. So it ranges from big companies to small companies.
I know I've talked to a lot of people that hopefully will be in touch with Megan, or I will make them get in touch with Megan about it. I know Pacific Yard House is interested in decorating.
Oh, that's great. Yes. Yeah. And like you said, Margie, we still have spots available. So the earlier people signed up, the earlier we can start promoting them. If you sign up to be a tabletop decorator, we at the chamber, we promote you on our social media accounts. We promote you on our press releases.
I promote you too.
You do, Margie. You are one of our media partners. So thank you so much. But there's a lot of great exposure too that we give to these tabletop decorators because we know that they work so hard and we want to recognize that.
I think it sounds like a lot of fun. So where can they go to find out this information?
They can go to woodlandschairmansball.com, or they can just go to the Woodlands Area Chamber of Commerce's website. I know we talked about our Facebook page earlier. We have it on all of those outlets, and they can go ahead. There's a small registration form they just have to fill out, really brief, if they just send it to me, or they can even just register online, and I'll get the submission form automatically.
Or they can send me a message on Taylor ISPR or Conroe Culture, TaylorISPR.com, any of those things, and I will follow up and give it to Megan.
Perfect.
And give them the forms that they need. So this is August 18th, Star Wars, Chairman's Ball. This is going to be a fabulous, fun evening, and I know I will be there.
Can't wait.
Okay, we're going to take another quick break, and then we'll have Cathy Brown come on here and talk about her business and how she can help yours. I am Margie Taylor, and we'll be right back, sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic.
Hey, Montgomery County and online listeners. Thank you so very much for checking out Jazzy Vibes with Soul. What? You haven't done so yet? Well, you've got to tune in. Hi, I am the host of Jazzy Vibes with Soul, Miss CeCe Holmes, and I invite you to check us out every Friday and Saturday from 7 until 9 p.m., where you will get the best in old school R&B and, of course, a little smooth jazz to make it jazzy. So tune in. That's right, tune in every Friday and Saturday right here on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM, or worldwide at irlongstar.com.
Did you know that there are over 153 million orphans in the world today? The sad reality is 99% of those kids will likely never be adopted. Core Love is an organization right here in Conroe that takes care of orphan children in Haiti, Honduras, and India. We bring the love of Jesus by providing their 6 basic needs of clean water, proper food, healthcare, education, job skills, and a loving home. Visit corelove.org. That's CORELUV.org. Will you help defend the orphan?
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question, comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station on irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
And we are back. You never know what's going to happen in a day. I mean, especially when you're live on the radio, you just never know. It's not a bullet. I don't know. It's a little thing.
Right. It's to plug your microphone in.
Okay, or it's a little thing at the end of something. I'm not sure.
A wire.
But it was more exciting when I said it was a bullet. Okay, we are back here on Conroe Culture News. This is Margie Taylor, and we're at downtown Conroe Lone Star Community Radio, right next to the Branding Iron and Conroe Coffee. So the next guest today is Cathy Brown, and she is with Incrementum Marketing, and we're going to find out what exactly that is, besides being hard to spell.
Right. It's a mouthful. Say it 10 times.
Do you have like a abbreviation?
I am Incrementum Marketing.
I am.
Maybe that I just made that up just now. It just came to me right then.
Let's tailorize it.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so tell me what it is.
So Incrementum Marketing is a marketing firm I designed or developed about 1.5 years ago. I wanted to be able to provide businesses local in the area a way to connect with the consumer. So it's market research focused on digging up data, whether it's based on your existing data or going out and getting information from the consumers. And the idea is to break through the glass ceiling and take your business to the next level. And getting it to the next level is doing so based on data metrics, on data that you already have. And I started off doing market research long time ago for a really big company called Procter & Gamble. So I've
never heard of them.
No, they're just a little company out of Cincinnati, not very big, but they've been around for about 1 million years.
Okay.
For their very first product was Dreft. You know, the baby.
Yes.
Yes, they started. Yes. So their very first product was Dreft. So they had been in this business doing market research for a long time. So anyhow, I wanted to be able to provide that cost effectively for businesses in the area. So they know what their customers think about them, or they can, use their existing data to find out what their customers think about them and get their business to grow.
So you started this business when?
I started Incrementum, let's see, it would be a year and a half ago, coming up on a year and a half ago. It doesn't seem that long. Time really flies when you're busy and out meeting
when you're
folks.
doing your own business.
You bet it does.
Absolutely.
You bet it does. Lots of things from the ground up that you have to do when you're starting your own business. But the best part is meeting the people. I enjoy that. Hands down. Definitely.
So you do research. Where do you get this information from?
Well, there's two different.
Let's say you were going to take my business.
Okay.
And you were going to help me grow my business. What would you look at?
So the two things, the first thing you want to look at is if you have an existing database of consumers, and if you don't, you need to. If you're not keeping track of who your clients are, their email address, and how frequently they contact you, start right away, because that is absolutely a data point that you can keep track of, and you can start to trend those people that are contacting you on a regular basis. There's your target market. We need to replicate that and go out and get more of those guys. So that's step one. I'd start with your existing database. Step two is let's go out and start asking questions to your consumers, whether we do it through a focus group or whether we do it through an online survey or a postcard survey. Let's go out and ask some questions. Where did you hear about me? Will you come back and will you purchase from me again? Or will you come back and use me as a consulting service again? Will you recommend me? How frequently do you feel that you need to contact me? How did you hear about me? When you go out and you're looking for a PR consultant, where do you go to find that information? Because that will tell you or whomever how to market your business. Make sense?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you put this in action at an event that we both attended.
Yes, I did.
So tell me about that.
So I have always, when I started off doing research for P&G a long time ago, they did what was called panel research. And a group of panelists are those people who have said, yes, I want to take surveys. And companies have to pay a lot of money to do panel research. Well, having a group of panelists is no different than having, let's say, an event where you have a group of like-minded people attending a particular event. And so what I did at the event you and I attended is I went around and I asked people at the event 2 questions. I kept the survey pretty short because I wanted to, certainly you don't want to fatigue somebody. They're at the event to have fun. If you're at a convention or if you're at an after hours event, you're there to meet people and enjoy yourself and have a good time. You're not there to take a marketing research survey. So I've got to keep it short and sweet. And what I did is I went around the room and I asked questions, 2 questions to people in the room. How did you hear about the event? And give me 1 word you would use to describe the event. And the strategy behind that is then next year when this event is promoted, now we know the correct marketing channels to promote it through because I asked people how they heard about it. And number 2, we have some key words and key phrases to use in marketing and promoting the event because they are the exact words that the attendees told me when I went through and I asked them. So it was it's the first time I've ever done it before, but it was really, really cool. And I think people almost saw me as an enigma. They enjoyed answering the questions because it was different.
Yeah, they go, I want to answer the question.
Oh, yeah.
It's my turn. Let me
I had people make up words. When I asked them, give me a word to describe this event, there were people, they took forever trying to pick one word, the best word they could pick. Oh, yeah. So that was a lot of fun. And the really cool thing is now my client has got all this data and this information to go out and promote their event for the next year when they do it. So it was good. I enjoyed it.
It is important to ask those questions when you can.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody buys a house from you, would you recommend them again?
Right.
No matter what it is that they're using, you try to get some feedback on it. I know that we put on a senior luncheon once a month for one of my clients who just joined the chamber too, by the way. And everybody who comes, I said, well, how did you hear about this?
Yes.
And it's interesting because everything that I'm doing to get it out there is how they're hearing about it,
right.
Whether it's Facebook, Nextdoor, in the paper, written form where they get the paper, other agencies, the library, they hear about it, all of them. So there's not just one. It's like
it's
keep
multiple,
doing all of it.
Right. And
these are elderly people too. So they have different ways that they find things out.
And everybody hears that based on demographics, everybody gets their information in a different way. And if you're trying to market to a certain age group, you need to know how that age group goes out to find information about what you're providing.
Right. So you need to know what your demographics
Absolutely.
are. Whether they're young people that are going to go to a festival, a music festival. Who are you catering to? Are you catering to the over 50? Are you doing the teens and 20s, maybe 30s?
Yeah.
And then go where they're hanging out.
Yeah.
Is it coffee shops or is it places where they go eat? Is it Starbucks? I don't want to say that.
If you're looking to promote to elderly people, I would not go out on Instagram and do a blast because
no.
I don't know that you're going to find that
and
target
I don't think they're
market
on
out
Twitter
there
either.
No,
So,
no, they're
and
pretty much no.
What is that other one that all the young people use? Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't Snapchat.
yeah, I don't.
That's
Not
not
a
my
Snapchat
clients.
person.
So it doesn't behoove me to even learn it.
Are you on LinkedIn though?
Oh, heck yes. I post something every week.
I when I first started Incrementum, I wasn't a big fan of LinkedIn. I've had to change my tune because it's absolutely a legitimate marketing channel.
Oh, yes.
That if you're in business, you need to be
yes.
out there you need to be on LinkedIn.
Yes, it is. My husband found job opportunities on LinkedIn.
Right.
And I post this show every week on LinkedIn.
I'm on LinkedIn.
I actually get more views than anywhere else on LinkedIn because it's a professional format.
Right.
So yes, I will be tagging you on this.
Okay, good.
Too, just so you know.
I'm out there.
Okay. So what kind of customers, what kind of people are you looking to work with?
So when I started Incrementum, my goal was I wanted to reach small to mid-sized companies. And I've kind of grown that to just include companies within the community in the Spring, Conroe area. Because I'm finding that, big business, the big, huge companies like Procter & Gamble, they will use data metrics. They will use market research. You don't have to sell them on that. They already know it. Matter of fact, they won't bump something out there unless they've taken the time to do the market research behind it. But when you start to move down into different levels of business, they don't understand what it is and what it provides. And so my target market for Incrementum has really been to focus on small to mid-sized companies that are anywhere from 5 employees to 100 employees or more, because I want to be able to give them the competitive edge to help their business grow. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier. The idea is you can certainly go out and buy Google AdWords and put yourself on the internet. But at the end of the day, is that where everybody is looking for you? I don't know. Maybe not. You got to go out and get that data to find out where it is they're hearing about you so you can start growing yourself bigger and better than beyond simply buying Google AdWords.
I personally believe in the organic ways to do it instead of buying for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you are out and creating real relationships with people, they're going to hear about you and stay with you.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's the relationships that matter. It's not the ads.
Right.
People will see the ads and that'll catch their attention. There's nothing wrong with advertising, but it's two-dimensional. Relationships give you that extra way of remembering people.
Right.
There's something about them that keeps them in the front of your mind, so that when you're trying to think of somebody to help you in your business and do some marketing, you think of Cathy Brown.
That's right.
You can't remember how to say incrementum marketing, but she's the girl.
Cathy Brown
with the
comes
cute
to my mind. Right. Yeah, exactly. Cathy Brown.
I am her.
Right.
Instant messaging.
That's right.
See?
I knew we would come up with something good. Yeah.
Incrementum marketing.
Right.
So, and you are a chamber member.
I am a chamber member. I am also decorating a table at the chairman's ball.
And you won't tell us how you're decorating.
It is top secret.
Okay.
All I can tell you is that I'm trying to gear it around Star Wars, which I'm very lucky because my son and husband are Star Wars. I know. Who would have thought Star Wars? Yeah. So I'm lucky. I've got lots of Star Wars stuff laying around the house between my son and husband.
I did that once, but I'm not doing it again. I'm just going to talk about it.
You're not going to decorate a table again?
No.
Oh, I loved it.
I'm just not that girl.
I did it last year and I loved it. And I did it again, and I'm going to do it again this year.
I did it once when I was with what was Montgomery County Emergency Assistance. And they are now Crisis Assistance Center. And I have to wear the duck suit, and it was all about the ducks and all that. So the theme was fairy tales. So I did the ugly duckling.
Oh, okay.
And had the ducks emerge into a swan, had all the ducks out there, and I even had water that spilled off the table at one point. And
how did you orchestrate?
It was all about moving people from needing assistance into being self-sustainable and independence. And that was the swan, so it went from being the ugly duck and nobody wants it and they needed help to being
I
efficient.
think that's a cool idea.
I didn't
Why
win,
not
but
do
hey,
Star Wars
it was,
theme? You
I
clearly
I
can.
have no idea. I don't know.
How did you orchestrate water coming off of the table?
Well, I had a pond, and then I had ducks on the pond. And then we had it pyramided up so that they could move on up as they progress
so
in life.
cool.
And they get, their goals together, so they're not relying on rent and food and basic needs, and they can move into self-sufficiency.
Do you have a picture? You should post a picture of that. All right.
Time moves on. So interesting enough, everybody who's on the show today has some collaboration with the Woodlands Chamber.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I myself get a lot of business through there. And you get business through there. Jon is going to come on here in a few minutes and talk to us about different ways you can save money in retirement and reverse mortgages and things like that.
Yes.
All this heavy stuff.
Good stuff. Yes.
And I'm sure we'll throw some Star Wars in there too, just to make everybody happy and Megan happy today. But if somebody wanted to find out more about your business and how to get involved, what's the easiest way to get in touch with you?
So I have a website, www.incrementummarketing.com.
I am.
I'm also on Facebook, LinkedIn. Go to Cathy Brown. Incrementum Marketing is on LinkedIn, but you can also find Cathy Brown on LinkedIn. I have a Twitter account. I have an Instagram account. I've got all the social media up and running, so you can certainly find me there. I am a member of the chamber, so you can also find me on the Woodlands.
You can look on there because it's all listed in the directory.
Yes, you can look for me on the Woodlands Area Chamber of Commerce. Big fan of the chamber. Lots of great opportunities.
What do you like about it best?
The people, hands down. I love the people that I meet. There's so many opportunities that they have provided my business. And I've watched my business over the last year and a half grow through various doors of opportunity that they have suggested or they have provided. So it's just a matter of showing up, joining some of the teams that they have there. I'm a member of the community relations team. Just get involved and get connected.
And you're a diplomat too.
And I'm a dip, as are you.
As am I.
Yes, I'm a dip on the, I see you all the time, March. The dip team, right? The dip team.
I am.
Yes, I'm on that too. So no, it's a great bunch of people, and it's absolutely worth checking out and getting involved with.
And that is spelled Incrementum, Incrementum. So Google it. I mean, what would we do without Google?
We were living in the dark ages, I think, prior to Google.
Probably.
Right.
It was land of the Star Wars.
Right. There should be no question that's not Googled.
Okay. So anything else you want to add about Incrementum Marketing?
Incrementum is the Latin word for growth because market research is supposed to help you grow. And that's my job is to, and I've done this for big businesses in the past, so that's my job, to take you to the next step. And let's grow your business together.
Okay, so I am Cathy Brown.
Thank you, Margie.
I knew I would message. I am Cathy Brown.
That's right.
It could be a new thing. She might need to get another domain so she can attach it to it.
Just might have to do that.
Okay, so we're getting ready. The next guest on here is going to be Jon. And Jon, I cannot pronounce your name, but I'm going to give it a shot here. Jon Karauschkat.
That's close.
Karauschkat. I never would have gotten it. Karauschkat from Retirement Funding Solutions. And this show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic. And I'm Margie Taylor, and we'll be right back after a little break.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Path to the Plate is a research-based education program that helps consumers understand how their food choices impact their health by making the connection to agriculture, learning about how food is grown and produced, and how consumers can make better food choices for themselves and their families. Path to the Plate is all about dispelling myths and misconceptions. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Okay, we are back. I'm Margie Taylor, Conroe Culture News, every Monday at noon till 1 o'clock downtown Conroe at Lone Star Community Radio. We've been doing this for over 2 years now, every Monday, except for, I don't know, once in a while. Like next Monday, I'm not going to be here, unfortunately, and probably not Labor Day and Christmas and New Year's. But other than that, we're here. And this is a free service. We have different guests come on here and talk about their local business or events coming up. Nonprofits come on here. So you just have to send me an email and let me know you're interested at margie@taylorispr.com, or you can send me a message at Conroe Culture News or any of those places. I'm pretty easy to find. You can go to irlonestar.com and do Conroe Culture News and find out more information about sponsoring or being a guest. And this show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic. So the last guest today is Jon Karauschkat.
Very good.
Oh, gosh. I really tried. It's spelled kind of difficult. It's difficult. But anyway, so thank you for helping me on that. And he's with Retirement Funding Solutions. So tell me what that is exactly.
Well, first of all, we have some good news in that Retirement Funding Solutions last week, about 1 week ago today, was actually purchased by Mutual of Omaha. So we are now a wholly owned subsidiary of Mutual of Omaha.
It's a big company.
It's a big company.
How long have they been around?
Oh, 100
forever and ever.
Right, 100 and some odd years.
Okay. All right.
What Retirement Funding Solutions does is we offer reverse mortgages.
And what is a reverse mortgage?
Reverse mortgage is really just a mortgage. It's just a mortgage on your property. But instead of paying for it today, you pay for it when the last person leaves the property. So it's designed for seniors, allow them to, people 62 and over, to enjoy life, to live in their existing house with no mortgage payment, and they don't ever have to make a payment.
How does that work? How do you not have to make a payment?
There is interest charged, and it is accruing interest each and every month. So it is growing, if you will. You start off with one loan, and by the time the last person leaves, it's going to be a different loan. It's going to be a little higher. But it allows you to live off the equity of your property. You've been working for 20 years to pay for your house. Let your house work for you. You know, what would life be like if you didn't have to make a mortgage payment? What would your life be like if you didn't have to make a mortgage payment? It's all kinds of things you could do, right?
Right.
Well, that's what this is all about. It allows seniors to not have to worry about finances, not have to worry about their mortgage payment.
So they still have to pay their taxes and
still have to pay the taxes,
insurance, which a lot of times the taxes is half the mortgage. And they keep, well, it is for me.
Right.
And then the taxes keep going up.
Right.
Which is another evil thing that happens. And that's another topic that you can't control.
I can't do anything,
about that.
No.
So you can just work with the mortgage. So how do they qualify for that?
It's relatively easy to qualify. We do have to prove that people have the wherewithal to be able to pay their taxes and insurance and homeowners association, maintain the property, and they have to have a certain amount of residual each month to make sure that they can live and buy food and groceries and whatnot. So nice thing, there's several different ways that this can work. First of all, it is an FHA loan. It is insured by the government. Government is constantly making tweaks to it. It came out in 1989, and there's some bad history, if you will, of some things that happened in the early 90s that this was really maybe not a good loan, but the government has constantly been tweaking it since then.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about it in the past.
Right.
Don't do that, and it's
and
fraudulent and so on.
Most of that is in the past. Like I said, the government's been constantly tweaking it. They made some major changes to it in 2013, made some more in 2015, made some more last year in 2017. Each one of these is designed to protect the consumer, to make things much better for them. The way that a reverse mortgage works is that, first of all, the bank never owns the property. You own the property. The borrower owns the property. When the last person leaves the property, then their estate has to make a decision. They can either pay off the loan, because it's just a loan. They can sell the property, which of course pays off the loan, or they can just walk away from it. If they walk away, then the bank will sell the property, pay off the loan, and if there's anything left, they'll send it back to the estate. So again, it all belongs to the estate. The bank never owns the property. It's a loan that can be paid off anytime somebody wants. Anytime somebody doesn't like it, they can pay it off if they want to move, if they want to do whatever they want to do. When people move to a retirement center, or if they just want to move to go be with grandkids or whatever, they can always pay this off. It's just
so. Is it more or less than a balloon payment at that point, or how does that work? If they were to sell it, if they've done the reverse mortgage, and then I want to sell my place and go move, I don't know, California or something.
Yes, there is a lump sum that needs to be paid off at that point in time.
Okay. But if you're selling it anyway, then that's what that goes towards.
Right.
And you pay that off.
It's just like a regular mortgage. When you sell your property, you'd have to pay that off as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like a second?
Well, it's really a first mortgage. If you have an existing first mortgage, then that's the first payment of the reverse mortgage is to pay off your existing mortgage.
I see.
So it's a way, and there are three different ways that people can take money out of their property. They can take a lump sum, which would be used to pay off an existing mortgage. They can take a monthly allowance, if you will. If there's enough equity, they can take where they get $1,000 a month or $500 a month or whatever they need. Or they can set up a line of credit, which a lot of people use to pay off their bills or to do whatever they want. And then, maybe they can make payments to it. They don't have to, but if they want, they can make payments to it. So the line of credit just keeps growing and keeps growing, keeps getting more and more and more. Nice thing about a reverse mortgage is that it is age specific. So the older that someone is, the more money that we can lend to them. And it's all designed by a matrix designed by the government, by FHA. And I guess the philosophy being is that the older that you are, the less that you're going to live, the longevity of life. There is also what's called a HECM for Purchase product, which is a very nice little product.
What is that?
It's a product that allows seniors, those 62 and older, to buy a house with a one-time down payment and then never have to make a payment again. Usually it's about 55 to 60% that they have to put down. But let me give you a perfect example. I just did a loan for somebody that their house is selling for $167,000. They're living in a neighborhood. The neighborhood's kind of gone down and it's not quite what they want to be. So they want to move. They owe a small mortgage of about $40,000 on there now. They're going to net out about $100,000. Well, there's really not much that they can buy for $100,000.
Right.
But we're taking that $100,000 and we're allowing them to leverage it. And they can buy now a house worth $175,000. They can be next to their grandkids or close to their grandkids. They can have the house that they want, a single story, so they don't have to climb stairs anymore. And they never have to make a payment because they didn't want to have to take money out of their retirement account. They wanted their house to support them, and that's what's going to happen. Their house is going to support them. So it's a nice way to go for them. Otherwise, they would have had to take money out of their retirement account. They would have had to, which then you don't get the growth of that. You don't get the benefit of that. Or they would have had to take out a regular mortgage. Who wants a regular mortgage when you're retired?
Right.
So nobody wants a mortgage payment.
That's interesting.
So it's a nice way to go. It's the Heckin for Purchase that I just mentioned, came about in 2009. It's part of the Economic Recovery Act. So again, it is very safe. It's insured by the government. There are a lot of protection to it. In Texas, both the husband and wife have to be on the note. So both borrowers have to be on there. Both of them have to be 62. That's not the case in other states.
And they don't have to have an income.
Have to have a minimal income. We have to prove that they have ability to pay taxes, insurance, maintenance, and have a little bit left money. Don't really care about credit. So even if somebody has had some problems with their credit in the past, then that's okay too. So there's all kinds of flexibility, all kinds of things that can be done.
Interesting. So is that primarily what you do, is work with this kind of thing, the reverse mortgages and these other products?
Pretty much.
Inform?
We have two products. We have the regular reverse mortgage, which works on their existing property. We have the Heckin for Purchase, which works on the future product. They're both in the reverse mortgage family, if you will.
Right.
We have a sister company that does regular mortgages. I've never met them. I don't deal with them. They're whole totally different. Myself, I spent 30 years in the mortgage business, but I've spent the last year in the reverse business, and it is such a totally different world than regular mortgages. It's different as far as different mindsets, different paperwork, it's different qualifications, it's different everything. So we don't match this, merge the two.
Right.
We keep it
so
totally
you
separate.
work with seniors,
Right.
basically. Now, do you work with other realtors too to find the people, or how does that work?
My business pretty much is referral based. So I work with real estate agents.
Okay.
I work with financial planners because reverse mortgage has become a financial planning tool, which we can get into in just a minute. And I also work with healthcare providers because a lot of the healthcare providers, one of the biggest complaints that they have is people can't afford their services. So if they have some equity in their property, this is a way that they can afford that health care to come in and, the nurse that needs to come in.
Right. I have a client that does that works with elderly people.
Right. And most of that is not insurance covered.
Right.
So people have to private pay.
Yes, that's what it is, private pay.
Where are you going to come up with the $4,000 a month?
So we only have a few more minutes, John.
Okay.
So go ahead and hit the highlights of what else we're missing on this.
I want to talk about financial planning a little bit. If you use a reverse mortgage as a supplement to your portfolio, it tends to make it last 30 years instead of 20 years. There's been all kinds of studies showing that if you use a reverse mortgage as a planning tool and you can supplement during down years, you can take money out of the reverse, and then instead of taking your portfolio, it makes it last that much longer. I mean, I could throw all kinds of numbers out, but we're not going to do that.
Well, it sounds like it's a very beneficial program
to
me from what you're saying. And there's a lot that you have said here that I didn't know anything about. So I think this is great knowledge, and I can see how you can work with a lot of different people.
Right. And so it's a very beneficial program. It's a government program. It's very safe. It's very secure. And everything that you've ever heard about it is wrong.
So how would someone get in touch with you if they wanted to find out more about this or have a private conversation with you?
You can certainly give me a phone call at 832-286-4122. 832-286-4122. I have trouble remembering my own phone number sometimes.
Kind of like the spelling of your last name.
Well, that's true.
Say it again.
Karauschkat. Karauschkat.
Karauschkat. There you go. Jon Karauschkat. And he's with Retirement Funding Solutions. And all this information will be on our synopsis for YouTube and Facebook. So you can find out more about Jon and his services. And I think you're going to hear more about Jon in the future anyway, because there's 76 million people, baby boomers, including my generation, that are all getting older and want to know about this.
10,000 people every single day are turning 65.
There you go. I'm not turning 65, but I'll be 60 soon. Well, thank you very much, Jon, for coming on the show. And that about wraps it up for July 23rd, Monday, 2018. And we hope to be on here again in the next 2 weeks. Next week, we're not having a show, so we'll repeat this one and with more information. It's sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic, and I'm Margie Taylor. Have a great day.
There's no gravity up here. It's kind of hard to explain. Every time I'm holding you, it's like backwards rain.